America cannot have the same interests as Israel at all times. And that means that Israel, like the UK in Eastern Europe, it may be that the UK will decide that I'm not recommending this, but it's possible that the UK will decide that its interests require British military deployment in Ukraine, and the Americans will say that's not in our interests. But having a president like President Trump, who will say, "Look, different countries have different interests. You need to look out for your interests first, as you see them." That's the nature of democracy: is your people will see its interests in a certain way, and your government will honor and take seriously the interests of the English or the British people. That's the kind of world we would like to see.
Wearing your American hat, do you understand those who think that big picture, America's most important interest is in containing China? This is the view held by people like Elbridge Colby, who is now in the Trump administration. Is even people who are from a very different political viewpoint, like John Mearsheimer, who we spoke to earlier. The view there is that there is too much entanglement in Europe with regard to Ukraine, and there is too much entanglement in the Middle East, and that if for America to protect its most important interest, it needs to focus its energy on China. And therefore, big picture, they may take the view that they do not want to get entangled in this Iran-Israel conflict. Do you understand that kind of estimation of America's interests?
For sure. My views of American policy are almost identical to Bridge Colby's. I consider him to be a good friend, but with respect to China, I completely agree with him, and I've written this many times, that America is the only power in the world that is capable of facing the threat that all of us face from an expansionist and brutal Chinese regime. He's absolutely correct that the United States needs to focus on it. That's part of the Trump doctrine, is that the Brits and the Europeans can and should be focused on security in Europe, and Israel and its allies in the Middle East can and should be focused on Iran, and America's focus should not be on Iran.